Hi. Tonight I would like to talk about fetal heart tones. So during pregnancy, moms and families and dads and kids and all that love to listen to the baby's heart tone. It's really fun, it's reassuring, and it just helps just give that extra added connection to the baby for everyone around. So it's really nice to see. Fetal heart rate monitoring, like consistent fetal heart rate monitoring as is done in the hospital, was actually designed for high risk pregnancies only and not for routine labors. So just something to think about. Also, the fact that the strip has to be around the mother at all times, and oftentimes the mom stays lying down, so she could be hooked up to the machine, really inhibits her movement and things like that. So just something to think about. So on that note, let's talk about fetal heart tone. So fetal heart rate ranges between 110 and 160 beats per minute. That is the normal range. Of course, bradycardia would be considered heart tones less than 110, and fetal tachycardia would be heart rate over 160. So of course, we look at these numbers as a guide, but we also look at the big picture as well. How is mom doing? How's she feeling? What is her intuition? What is your intuition as a caregiver? Are there any circumstances that you may think of that could lead to that the baby could be in potential distress, all of these things. And that's the importance of following a mother throughout her entire pregnancy and really giving that continuity of care so that you know each other, you trust each other, and there's open communication that if something is wrong, you can both talk about it for sure. So that said, bradycardia can be caused by hypoxia, lack of oxygen getting to the baby. It can be caused by certain drugs or anesthetics. Tachycardia can be caused by infection, both maternal and fetal infection, dehydration, stress, ketosis, meaning that the mom is working very hard through her labor to the point where she has expended all her energy stores. So those are a few things to think about when you look at the big picture. Now, heart rate is important, but what is extremely important is heart rate variability. So fetal heart rate variability, what that really means in a nutshell is that the fetal nervous system is connected to the body, connected to the heart. When there's lack of variability, it shows that the baby is neurologically unable to manage the stress of labor and birth. There's almost like a disconnect, let's say, right? So aside from bradycardia and tachycardia, the variability is extremely important. So when there's variability involved, that's awesome. And when there's no variability involved, that is more concerning, generally, right? Because that means that there's now no speaking. The nervous system of the baby is no longer speaking to the rest of the body, which is extremely concerning. So, so when we talk about heart rate decels, so then we have decelerations, right? So decelerations there's a few types. One is early decelerations where the fetal heart rate will dip prior to a contraction or right before the contraction begins, right? And that's usually due to head compression. As the fetus moves through the pelvis, head compression can occur, and this can cause some early decels, which is not really alarming. As the baby goes through the pelvis, there's naturally going to be decelerations, and I think a lot of people get freaked out and rush moms into C-sections because of this without really understanding the physiology of decelerations. So then you have variable decelerations, which sort of happen randomly. They may or may not be associated with a contraction. They may be here, they may be there, they may be before, after, during. They're kind of all over the place. They don't even look the same if you were to look at it on like a fetal monitoring strip. But the thing is that they come on fast and they go fast. And the heart rate returns to normal very quickly, and those are usually not concerning as well. Late decelerations, however, those occur sort of as the contraction is ending. And that is concerning because that can indicate a uteroplacental deficiency, meaning that there is something wrong with the placenta and the baby is not getting the oxygen it needs. So that is certainly concerning. However, like I said, just with fetal heart rate, bradycardia, tachycardia, early, late, variable decels, etc., the most important thing is variability. So we want to make sure that variability is always maintained and there's no lack of variability, because that is the most concerning sign. But other than that, trust mom's intuition. Trust that she is in communication with her baby and knows exactly when something is fine and when something is not okay. We have to listen to our moms. Being on the outside, we do not know the relationship between a mother and her baby, especially, during pregnancy, during the time of birth, we are an outsider. Mom knows best. So let's listen to our mothers. If they feel like something is wrong, but everything looks great, listen to your moms. If something looks wrong, but mom is like, I'm confident that my baby is well, we are good, listen to your mom. So I just wanted to share that information with you guys.